You've seen them, even if you didn't know they had a name. A dramatic fruit going through a breakup, a glass of milk betraying its best friend, bizarre little soap operas starring inanimate objects that make absolutely no sense, and yet, somehow, you watch the entire thing. Those are AI brain rot videos, and they are racking up billions of views across TikTok, Reels, and Shorts. Brain rot was one of the biggest meme categories of the year, and it's still climbing. Here's what people get wrong about them. They look completely random. They're not. There's a real formula underneath the chaos, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. Today, I'm going to make one in front of you, step by step, in about 20 minutes of actual work. And I'll tell you honestly at the end why this format is a double-edged sword. Let's go. Let's define it properly, because if you don't understand the mechanic, you'll make something confusing instead of something funny. Brain rot is deliberately absurd, fast-paced, emotionally exaggerated microdrama. The entire joke is the contrast. You take something completely ridiculous, a strawberry's love life, a spoon's revenge arc, and you treat it with total, deadly soap opera seriousness. The gap between how silly the subject is and how seriously it's played, that gap is where the comedy lives. The more straight-faced the drama, the funnier the absurdity. Why does it work on the algorithm? Pure watch time? Driven by unpredictability? The video is so strange that your brain genuinely cannot predict what happens next, so it keeps you watching to find out. That unpredictability is the fuel. Your goal is a specific balance. Weird enough that people literally cannot look away, but coherent enough that there's still a tiny story with a beginning, middle, and end. The premise is everything here. A great premise carries a mediocre execution. A weak premise can't be saved by anything. So spend real time here. Open Claude or ChatGPT. Give me 10 absurd microdrama premises using food or everyday objects as characters. Each should have exaggerated emotional stakes, betrayal, heartbreak, revenge, jealousy, played completely seriously. One sentence each. You'll get gold. A banana discovers his girlfriend has been secretly seeing a smoothie. A loyal spoon is replaced by a shiny new fork and plots his return. Pick the one that actually makes you laugh out loud. That's your filter. If it makes you laugh, it'll make a stranger stop scrolling. Then expand it. Turn this premise into a 6-scene microdrama with dramatic dialogue. Keep it under 45 seconds spoken. Give it a twist ending. Now you've got your script. Open Midjourney or a nano banana style image generator. The visual style that works for brain rot is hyper glossy, exaggerated, slightly uncanny 3D render. That specific, almost Pixar but something's off look is the aesthetic of the whole genre. Prompt something like hyper realistic 3D render of an emotional banana character with big expressive eyes, glossy skin, dramatic cinematic lighting. Pixar style, but slightly unsettling. Generate each character in your cast. Keep the render style identical across all of them so they look like they belong in the same world. Save these as reference images. Lean into the uncanny quality. Brain rot lives in that weird zone where things look almost real, but not quite. And that not quite rightness is a feature, not a bug. Don't fight it, amplify it. Take your character images into Kling or Seedance and animate each scene with the emotional action from your script. The banana turns away dramatically, a single tear rolling down his face, betrayed. Generate the clip. Do all 6 scenes. Here's a mindset shift that'll save you hours. Brain rot animation does not need to be perfect. The slight jankiness is part of the charm of the entire genre. Do not burn 3 hours chasing a flawless render. Generate fast, keep whatever's funny, and move on. Speed and volume matter more than polish here. This is the opposite of the finance channel, where precision was everything. Here, chaotic energy beats clean execution. The voices make or break brain rot, so this is where you slow down. Open 11 labs. Give each character an absurdly over-the-top dramatic voice. The comedy is in the delivery. A banana declaring "I trusted you" in the voice of a devastated Shakespearean actor is the entire joke right there. The more seriously the voice takes the ridiculous line, the harder it lands. Generate every line of dialogue with maximum drama. Then pile on dramatic sound effects, gasps, thunderclaps, record scratches, sad violin stings, a slow dramatic zoom sound. These audio punctuation marks are what push a video from mildly weird to genuinely funny. In brain rot, the sound design is doing as much comedic work as the visuals, into CapCut. And this is where the pacing comes alive. Brain rot has zero patience. Every scene is 1 to 3 seconds, tops. Fast, dramatic zoom-ins on the emotional beats. Drop your dramatic sound effects right on the hits. Big, bold, dramatically styled captions for every single line of dialogue, because a huge share of viewers watch muted and the captions carry the comedy. Layer a trending audio or dramatic orchestral music underneath if it fits. Keep the whole thing under 45 seconds. Speed is the entire aesthetic. If it drags for even 2 seconds, cut those 2 seconds ruthlessly. End on a cliffhanger or an absurd twist. The banana slowly turns to the camera. To be continued. That ending is what drives the comments and the follows, because people want to know what insane thing happens next. Title it dramatically and a little vaguely to bait curiosity. He never saw the betrayal coming. Post to TikTok, Reels, and Shorts simultaneously. Here's the key strategic move for brain rot specifically. Serialize it, same characters, an ongoing absurd storyline across multiple episodes. When one video hits, viewers binge the entire series, and your watch time explodes. The creator's winning at this, treat it like a running soap opera. And there's a bonus, episode 2 is way easier to make than episode 1, because your characters and their voices already exist. You're just writing the next chapter. Then, like every format, read your retention and double down on whatever premise types are landing. Now the honest, double-edged part, brain rot burns bright and burns fast. Trends inside this genre die in weeks, not months. The specific style or joke format that's crushing today can feel stale by the time you've made 10 videos. So do not overinvest in one narrow style. Stay light, watch what's spreading right now, adapt quickly, and don't get emotionally attached to any single format. And the same warning as always, only stronger here. This genre attracts the most low-effort spam, which means it attracts the most demonetization risk. YouTube is actively suppressing soulless AI slop, and lazy brain rot is right in the crosshairs. The creators who last are the ones bringing actual comedic timing, genuine writing, and real personality to it. The tools make the visuals trivially easy now. Being actually funny is still hard, and being actually funny is still the entire mode. So treat this as a fun, fast, high-volume format to build a following quickly, but pair it with something more durable, like the education channel, if you want it to become a real business. In the comments, give me the most absurd micro-drama premise you can dream up. Food, objects, animals, whatever. The best one? I'll help you build into a full 6-scene script you can actually produce. Subscribe, because next I'm putting all of this together. You've now got 4 formats. The next video is how you turn these skills into an actual income, a real AI content business that pays you every month. That's next.